Good evening to you all, wherever in the world you may be, and welcome to Mexico City. Tonight, 8 luchadors enter a tournament for a chance to face off against Dominik Mysterio at WrestleMania for the AAA Mega Championship. The Arena Ciudad de Mexico plays host as we bring you Rey de Reyes 2026. So here we go. We are ready to get things started with our first match of the night. We're getting right into it with the first semifinal in the AAA Rey de Reyes tournament. And to give you a recap, 8 luchadors enter tonight, competing in 2 fatal 4-way elimination semifinals. That is an elimination match, not like your traditional fatal 4-way. It'll be last man standing. The winners of those 2 matches progress to a one-on-one final in tonight's main event. And the winner of that will go on to face Dominik Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship at WrestleMania. This, again, is the first AAA Lucha Libre event in the history of the ULTRASPORT Network, but I can say with confidence, I don't think it's going to be the last. And we come to you tonight from the Arena Ciudad de Mexico. We had SmackDown here last night. That was quite something. Cody Rhodes taking on La Parka before being attacked by the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Cody's going to be on Raw tomorrow to discuss all that. Psycho Clown, who we'll see in this match, defeated Logan Paul, the WWE United States Champion. I don't know why I was thinking La Parka, but anyways. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., the second generation luchador, has arrived. And next we see Omos, the Nigerian giant, initially made a name for himself in WWE, but in recent months he has been over here in AAA making a name for himself. And you may have seen Triple Mania last year when he went face-to-face with Microman in what became somewhat of a viral moment. Omos may be the difference maker in this matchup tonight. He obviously has the height advantage over everyone else, and the other 3 competitors in this match will be counting themselves lucky that this is not a battle royal. You don't have to get him over the top rope. You have to pin or submit him in order to get that elimination. Otherwise, he might have that advantage as you see him just step over the top rope effortlessly. Omos, the imposing figure, has arrived. And can you imagine if he wins this here tonight? Omos versus Dominik Mysterio at WrestleMania for the AAA Mega Championship. That would be quite a clash. But next we see the arrival of Octagon Jr., the successor, the legendary Octagon, who was one of AAA's biggest stars back in the 1990s. He's known for his athleticism, his agility, quickness. And tonight he hopes to take this golden opportunity and come over to Las Vegas for WrestleMania. He comes out tonight with that poncho bearing the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe as well as the Mexican flag. Very patriotic tonight as he steps into the ring at Arena Ciudad de Mexico. And you will notice, of course, that the ring ropes are green, white, and red as well, and the turnbuckle pads too. So Octagon somewhat fitting the theme here tonight. We will see Santos Escobar later on in a 6-man tag team match as Legado del Fantasma take on Judgment Day. But right now we see the entrance of the last competitor in this match, the man who may very well be the favorite to win this whole thing and get that opportunity at WrestleMania. Here, of course, is Psycho Clown. And if you've been paying attention to the WWE, to our WWE coverage here on Ultrasport, you will see that Psycho Clown has been coming over to Raw and SmackDown as well. He competed with Mr. Iguana, who we'll see in the next match, in the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament, eliminated by Logan Paul and Austin Theory in a rather disrespectful manner. Logan Paul putting his foot on the chest of Psycho Clown for the pinfall in that tournament match, but he got his revenge against Logan last night. He defeated the United States champion one-on-one fair and square, and now he hopes to ride that momentum all the way to this Rey de Reyes victory and a spot at WrestleMania. So we are ready to go. The first semifinal of the Rey de Reyes tournament. Again, this is a fatal 4-way elimination match. So you get it down to 3, then down to 2, then 1, as opposed to a traditional fatal 4-way where the first man to gain pinfall or submission is the winner. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. going after Octagon Jr. as Psycho Clown starts off battling with Omos, but Wagner is going to go into the headlock here. Now, out onto the apron. Oh, missed that one. Psycho with a cheap shot to Omos. Omos is noticed. Hurricane Rana. Beautifully executed there by Octagon. He'll now lock back up with Wagner, who hits a suplex. Psycho going after Omos. I think everyone in this match is going to want to eliminate Omos right out of the gate, as we see Psycho Clown trying to do right now. 2, kick out at 2. And if it was that easy to keep Omos down, I would be surprised. Fatal 4-way also meaning that there are no countouts and no disqualifications. Weapons are most certainly legal. So we'll see what happens here tonight on that front. Wagner sends Octagon Jr. outside of the ring after that clothesline. Meanwhile, Omos is just gonna... Oh, no. And so it begins. Octagon has a ladder. And that's one thing about sending someone... Oh, Wagner just sent out of that ladder. Psycho's got a chair. Here's the cover from Omos. Yes, that is a pin attempt, just putting his hand on the chest. But an easy kick out for Wagner. Uppercut by Omos in the ring there. Octagon with Wagner on the outside, but look at Omos just targeting Psycho Clown here. Psycho with a counter. Omos just shoves him off. Clothesline missed. Float over now to a DDT by Psycho Clown. He'll roll Omos over. He won't go for the cover yet, however. Oh. And now into our commentary table. Octagon Jr. and Wagner continuing the fight. Meanwhile, Psycho off the second rope. I'm more concentrated on what's going on in the ring, since that's where the eliminations are going to happen. That's one thing about this match. This is not Falls Count Anywhere. You have to be inside the ring if you want that pinfall or submission. Omos feeling fired up here tonight. He might get the first elimination. Octagon is going to counter. Psycho's got something. Hurricane Rana by Octagon, and now Psycho just gonna... I don't know, is that a board with nails in it? Anyways, cover by Wagner. Easy kick out at 1. by Psycho Clown. He gets back to his feet in short order. And Psycho now with a backstabber. He'll go into the cover on Wagner. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Octagon sent back into the ring. Omos looking rather menacing out there. Psycho is going to take advantage here. Hits the splash off the ropes to Octagon as Omos now brings out a table. Omos rolls in, and all 4 men back in the ring now. Suplex there, belly to belly by Wagner. Here's the cover on Octagon. Kick out at 1. Psycho with Omos on the top rope. I don't like the looks of this. Meanwhile, a running power slam. Look at this! Spanish fly off the top rope. Here's the cover by Psycho. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2. Almost had Omos there. Wagner was waiting, and now he's going to go after both of them with that, again, I think it's a wooden board with nails in it. Wagner, flips Psycho around into the powerbomb. It would be quite a shock if Psycho is the first man to go here tonight. Wagner bounced off the top rope there. Clothesline to Octagon now, as Omos just continues the attack. Here's the cover. 1, just 1. Spear from Wagner to Omos. That came out of nowhere. Psycho, now the target. He counters. And Psycho Clown going to the outside momentarily. Changes course. Octagon sent into the ropes by Omos. Spinebuster. And now Psycho. Psycho with the Canadian Destroyer. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Psycho Clown gets the first elimination of the night. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. is eliminated. We are down to 3 in the first semifinal. Psycho's got the table now as Omos targets him. And now, powerbomb. And had an insult to injury there, sending him into the apron. And they say that's the hardest part of the ring, where the apron meets the mat. Big choke slam to Octagon. Psycho, meanwhile, is going to get back into the ring. Looking to take advantage of an opportunity now, perhaps. Clothesline to Wagner. Coffin drop off the ropes will connect. And Psycho into the cover. 1. Just 1. Octagon back to his senses. Gets back in the ring. Shot to the kidneys. Psycho now sent into the ropes. Hurricane Rana. Oh, the referee is down. And that, of course, matters. Oh, my! Brilliant maneuver there by Octagon, but there's no one to go for no one to count the pin if he should go for that. He is going to tee off with the barbed wire bat now. Ref is back up, and Octagon maybe looking to put the finishing touches on Omos here. Psycho on the outside, on the apron, as Octagon looks to finish off Omos. Now he's going to turn his attention to Psycho. Into the cover on Psycho Clown. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Psycho able to stay alive. The man, again, who many think they're going to win this whole thing. That may change in a matter of moments, however. Octagon Jr. feeling fired up. Big splash off the ropes. Omos, however, is going to go for the roll-up. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Psycho Clown saved there by Omos, who now takes Octagon out with a clothesline, but now maybe looking to take advantage of the situation here. Psycho sent over the top rope, and Omos going to the outside, and all 3 men outside the ring now. Octagon with that table. One wonders what he's thinking about there. Slides it into the ring. Psycho will get back in, and now Octagon right on the attack. Suplex, no. Omos wanted to set up the table. Octagon. Look at this! Once again, Octagon Jr., the dominant competitor in this match at the moment, looking to take out Omos as Psycho gets back to his feet. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hurricane Rana through the table to Omos, no less. Drop kick by Psycho Clown. He's going to take advantage here, but Omos goes through that table. And this is indeed awesome, ladies and gentlemen. First semifinal in the Rey de Reyes tournament. Here's the cover. One. Just one. Gonna take a lot more than that, I guess, to put away Octagon Jr. here tonight, but Psycho is in control. Drops the knee. And now... Omos from out of nowhere! Sends him down, the Nigerian Giant, putting a foot on Psycho Clown. He'll get the elimination! Omos from out of nowhere has just come roaring back into this one. Psycho is gone. And it is Omos and Octagon Jr., the remaining competitors in this first semifinal. Octagon off the bottom rope there. Manages to connect with the moonsault. And now with that board, that, however, is just going to get Omos back up. However, Hurricane Rana. Now, Omos sent outside the ring. Goes outside the ring, I should say. Look at the size difference here. He wants the roll-up. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 and a reversal. 1, 2, 3. He got him! He got him! There you have it. Octagon Jr., the winner in our first semifinal. He will move on to the final of the Rey de Reyes tournament later on tonight. Pulls out the victory with that sudden roll-up counter against Omos. He survives the first test here tonight, but who will he be going up in the second obstacle on the road to WrestleMania? We're about to find out, because in our next match, coming right up, Penta, Mr. Iguana, Pagano, and La Parca compete in the second semifinal of the Rey de Reyes, and that starts right now. So let's go back to the ring. So making his entrance first is someone who's already had a shot at Dominik Mysterio back at the Elimination Chamber Premium live event at the end of February. A man who joined WWE in early 2025 and immediately took it by storm. Penta has arrived here at Rey de Reyes. Again, one who took WWE by storm, but has had a very storied career in other promotions as well. He has won many championships. He is a former TNA World Champion, and in AAA, he's won the AAA World Tag Team Championship 3 times. He's a former Latin American champion as well, and he won the 2016 Rey de Reyes. So this is someone who's got a lot of experience in this promotion. He knows the ins and outs of Lucha Libre very well, and he may very well be one of the favorites to win the whole thing tonight. Again, Octagon Jr., if you're just joining us, has won the first semifinal, so he'll be moving through to tonight's main event, tonight's final. So could we see Octagon Jr. versus Pentagon Jr. in the final, perhaps, for that title shot? Pagano coming in next, another AAA mainstay who actually, although he doesn't have the belt with him for whatever reason, is one half of the WWE, the AAA Tag Team Champions with Psycho Clown, who we saw earlier tonight. So there was the potential for the two tag team partners to go up against one another in the final tonight, but Psycho obviously was just eliminated in the match that we just saw, so that's not going to happen. But Pagano, nonetheless, could have a chance at making it through to WrestleMania, getting that title shot with Dominik Mysterio. But We shall see. Again, glad to have you with us here tonight as we bring you Rey de Reyes here from the Arena Ciudad de Mexico. What a night this has been so far, and we're only just getting started, really. This is our second match here tonight. And up next is another luchador who has taken the world by storm. Mr. Iguana has arrived here tonight. He does not have Esta with him, but if you will recall, he competed in the WWE Tag Championship Tournament with Psycho Clown. That team was eliminated, but here he is tonight, hoping for another shot at WrestleMania by winning this Rey de Reyes tournament and going all the way to Vegas to face Mysterio for that Megacampeonato. Mr. Iguana, certainly one of the more eccentric characters in Lucha Libre and professional wrestling. Let's just leave it at that, I suppose. Certainly, he's certainly something. I'll say that. He's certainly something. And he's had a shot at Mysterio as well. Dominik went one-on-one with him in an episode of Monday Night Raw a few weeks back and attacked him, actually, from behind before cruising to a victory. So there is an opportunity for revenge there for Iguana, but that takes us to our last competitor entering this match, and the last competitor entering the Rey de Reyes tournament, the icon La Parka. And last night we saw La Parka in the main event of SmackDown taking on Cody Rhodes one-on-one. It will be the American Nightmare coming away with the victory, and right after that, of course, he was attacked by Roman Reigns. As I mentioned at the start of the show, Cody will be on Raw tomorrow night to discuss what happened at last night's SmackDown, but La Parka had his moment in the WWE spotlight, and now, of course, hoping to move to an even bigger WWE spotlight. The second semifinal of Rey de Reyes 2026 is about to get underway. Penta, Mr. Iguana, Pagano, and La Parka. And if you pay attention here, I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking this. Three of these luchadors look very similar, and the other one's green. Away we go here with our second semifinal. Again, the winner going on to face Octagon Jr. Mr. Iguana going after Penta right off the bat. Pagano going after La Parka, and Iguana takes down Pagano. Good start in the opening seconds here from Iguana. Very fast-paced offense. He'll roll La Parka over into the cover. Kick out at one. Surely he didn't think that it was going to be over that quickly, right? Penta with Pagano into a powerbomb as Iguana continues to take the fight to La Parka. Penta now going into the corner, but he's going to be ambushed by Mr. Iguana. Iguana now going after Pagano. He'll go into the cover. One. Kick out at one. It's all Iguana in the opening minute here. I'm not sure many expected that. Iguana has usually been seen as more of a comic relief character, but this could be his big shot here tonight. Cover by Penta on Pagano. Kick out at one as La Parka goes after Penta next, and Iguana is going to be the first man to get a weapon. And he has a ladder. It's Mr. Iguana with the ladder as Pagano goes after Park on the outside. Big jump from the top turnbuckle. Iguana going after Penta, now into the cover with that ladder laying in the ring. Kick out at one. And they're right by our commentary table now, Pagano and La Parka. Oof. Now they're getting into the timekeeper's area. This is, well, being a wrestling commentator has its environmental risks, I should say. You never know what's going to happen, and at least no one's gone through the table here tonight. Now they're back. Now Parka's back in the ring. Pagano goes under the ring as Iguana goes to the top. He is definitely going to miss that. Penta gets back in the ring. And now, Parka going right onto that ladder. Springboard by Penta. Here's the cover to take out La Parka on the ladder. Kick out at 2. Meanwhile, Pagano looking to dispose of Mr. Iguana here. Face first, right to the ring mat. Here's the cover from Pagano to take out Mr. Iguana. Just one. Penta sending La Parka over the top rope. Counter into a bulldog there from Pagano as everyone now goes outside the ring. Iguana's got the sledgehammer. And Pagano will pull out the table. And so the action continues in this one corner. Big kick there from Pagano to Penta. Meanwhile, La Parka is going to send Pagano to the other side. Iguana's going to do the same thing, and he'll go after Penta now. And while there are no countouts or disqualifications in this match, you do have to be inside the ring to get the pinfall or submission. So that is pertinent here. As Iguana now goes after Pagano. Meanwhile, I think we've got a barbed wire bat now from under the ring. Courtesy of La Parka. Penta gets back in. He's going after Iguana. This isn't going to be good. Right on the ladder. Nope, the submission hold applied instead. Iguana stretched out on the back of Penta, but he's going to get out. Pagano hits a senton into the cover now. Kick out at 1. A lot of action all at once here in our second semifinal of the Rey de Reyes tournament as Iguana keeps La Parka in the corner. Penta now with the Mexican Destroyer. He'll go into the cover on Pagano. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Iguana wanted Penta there, but for the second time, the referee has been taken out. Sledgehammer shot from Pagano to La Parka. Referee is getting back up just in time for Iguana to lock in this submission hold on Penta. Ref is back. Is Penta going to tap? He is! He is! Penta submits to Mr. Iguana, and we have our first elimination. And Pagano now on the top rope, doesn't know who's behind him. He's just going to miss that ladder. Iguana finds the opportunity, goes into the cover. 1. Just 1. Okay, then. Moonsault off the ropes is not going to connect. And now Pagano, seeing his opportunity stolen there, is out for revenge. But La Parka is here to interfere. Parka locked in here on Pagano, looking for that second elimination as he puts pressure on the midsection. Pagano able to get out, but he'll run into an attack from Iguana right away. La Parka, neckbreaker to Mr. Iguana, into the cover now. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Iguana survives. Super kick there from Pagano. But now he's going to turn his attention to Mr. Iguana, who has been quite he's put on quite an outstanding performance here tonight. This might be the end of the night for him, however. No, it's still not. He still survives. Iguana keeps getting back up, but that springboard splash could be the beginning of the end. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just invincible. The powers of the Iguana, as it were. La Parka brings a chair into the equation. And now targeting Pagano this time. Iguana able to get out of the way. Mr. Iguana from the ropes. Drop kick. Very agile. Lucha Libre at its finest. And now firing up this crowd here in Mexico City, Mr. Iguana with the cutter. He's not going to go for the cover. He's going to slide out of the ring, turning his attention to Pagano, who just spit some kind of red mist. If that was targeted at Iguana, it missed completely. And now, the sledgehammer will overcome the table. La Parka moves on to Pagano, back to Iguana, and it is all La Parka at this moment. Heavy elbow drop there. Getting a probably exhausted Iguana back to his feet. Of course, everyone in this match is undergoing some level of exhaustion, but the winner has to compete again in the main event. Iguana in the ring, and ironically, he's going to be kind of safe there as La Parka and Pagano brawl on the outside. Now, La Parka beckoning for him to join him on the outside. Sledgehammer. Oh. Oh. And La Parka in control here. He may very well be moving on to the final. Parka with the table. Sliding it into the ring. Pagano is going to overlook Iguana. But Mr. Iguana is back up as well. Iguana sending Pagano into the steps. La Parka gets back out. Again, this is not false count anywhere. Although with the amount of time they spend outside the ring, you might think that it is. Mr. Iguana to the top rope now. Locked on to Pagano. He's going to completely miss that, however. La Parka. Oh. Elbows to the midsection now. Drop kick. Only one elimination so far, and that was Penta. But that may change in a matter of moments here. Pagano. Nope. Counter by Mr. Iguana. And Mr. Iguana now sending Pagano into the ropes. Boom! Face first, right onto the edge of that table. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. But La Parka is waiting. Iguana rolls away. Pagano's gone. And Mr. Iguana, still in control, wants to put this one away. Mr. Iguana calling for La Parka to get up. And many may have thought that he didn't have it in him. Springboard Hurricane Rana. But now, it seems very possible that Mr. Iguana could go all the way here tonight. Everyone loves an underdog. Remember the chance at Dominik Mysterio is on the line. The AAA Mega Championship match at WrestleMania. To the winner of tonight's tournament. Submission hold about to be applied by Mr. Iguana. Is this going to be the end? Is this going to force La Parka to tap out? Yes, it is! The second semifinal is won by Mr. Iguana. And we have our main event. It will be Octagon Jr. taking on, of all people, Mr. Iguana in the final of the 2026 Rey de Reyes tournament. What a match. What a victory. And now, Mr. Iguana could very well be on the track, on the path to having a headline match at WrestleMania. Anyways, we head into our third match of the night. And this will be the final career match of the legendary AJ Styles in Mexico. He takes on El Hijo del Vikingo tonight. One-on-one in front of 20,000 fans at Arena Ciudad de Mexico. It is our third match of the night, and we are ready to go as the Phenomenal One continues his retirement tour. The Phenomenal One has arrived in Mexico City. And for those of you who may be out of the loop, AJ Styles is, again, currently on his retirement tour. He is set to have his final match at the end of the month at WrestleMania. We do not know who the opponent for that match is going to be. But right now, we bring you his final match in the country of Mexico, taking place here tonight at one of its most storied arenas. Again, this is Arena Ciudad de Mexico. This is the home of Triple Mania, for example, and has been for many years. There is a deep connection that this arena has to Lucha Libre, and it is a fitting venue for AJ Styles to compete in his last match in the country. And tonight, again, he goes up against a competitor by the name of El Hijo del Vikingo, one of the top competitors in AAA today. But when they were putting together the card for this event, the AAA organizers in collaboration with WWE, they told Vikingo, AJ Styles is coming here to have his last match in Mexico, and we were thinking of you as the opponent. And they gave him a choice. They said, you can compete in the Rey de Reyes tournament, you can take that invitation, or you can forego that and not have that possible shot at the Megacampeonato, the Mega Championship, and have the honor of battling AJ Styles in his last match in Mexico. And Vikingo took this invitation, and Pagano was put in the tournament instead. So that alone should tell you how respected the legacy of AJ Styles is. This is a man who has competed all over the world. Styles, that is, a former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, a former TNA World Champion, and of course, a man who held the WWE Championship for nearly 400 days at one time. AJ Styles has had quite a career, and we're in its last month. And Vikingo, of course, with a very distinctive entrance attire, as he goes up against AJ Styles one-on-one in our third match of the night. Again, glad to have you with us here as we bring you AAA Rey de Reyes. Here we go. The last match of AJ Styles in Mexico has begun, and Vikingo, right out of the gate, is going to land a punch. First one-on-one match we've had tonight, of course, and the second one will be that tournament final. We've got Judgment Day versus Legado del Fantasma coming up after this, and then our main event. Waist lock here applied by AJ Styles. Roll up to Vikingo. Kick out at 0. He's going to counter this into a cover of his own. 1. Kick out at 1. Surely it couldn't end that quick. Locking up here once again. Styles forced back against the ropes. These two starting out with the chain wrestling in the early going, it appears. Oh, Styles with a bit of a cheap shot there. Now to a chop to the chest and a bit of a phenomenal forearm off of the top rope, a modified phenomenal forearm. And that is the agility of AJ Styles, that even as his career winds down, as he gets older, he can still pull off moves like that. Styles with an elbow, and now a flurry of strikes. Clothesline to Vikingo there. Oh. High kicks now to the son of the Viking. Oh, dear. Dropped right onto his neck. Counter. And now, big moonsault off the top rope, but Styles is able to get out of the way. And AJ Styles now taking advantage. Those stomps to the face. A bit less than respectful, shall we say, but nonetheless, now taking the left leg of Vikingo. Oof. AJ has his opponent well and truly down and out as he goes for the leg drop to the outside of the ring. Styles to the top turnbuckle now. Big splash. Here's the cover. Looking for a quick win. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. But this could be the beginning of the end. It could be a quick victory for AJ Styles here tonight, which I believe would be the first win he's had in his entire retirement tour. Knee to the face. Knee drop. And now AJ moving through into the calf crusher to Vikingo. Is this going to be it? Wrenching at the foot, at the leg. But I believe he's released the hold there. Knee right to the face. And Vikingo has taken quite a beating here tonight. Here's the cover, 2 and 3. And it is AJ Styles taking a quick and easy win in his final match in Mexico here tonight. The Phenomenal One on top here at the Arena Ciudad de Mexico. He leaves this country and his career in this country on a high note. AJ Styles victorious over El Hijo del Vikingo in short order here tonight. And that brings us to our fourth match of the night, the six-man tag. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and AAA Mega Champion Dominik Mysterio battle Legado del Fantasma, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, and Santos Escobar. Let's go back to the ring. The action just keeps on going here at Rey de Reyes. Angel Garza starting things off against Dominik Mysterio as we get things underway in the six-man tag team match. Legado del Fantasma on the left side, on the left corner, and the Judgment Day in the right corner. And Dominik Mysterio, that is the man who everyone in this Rey de Reyes tournament that we have seen has hoped for an opportunity to face. He will be defending his title at WrestleMania against either Octagon Jr. or Mr. Iguana. And WrestleMania coming up at the end of this month in Las Vegas. Finn Balor, now the legal man as he takes the fight to Angel Garza. And Balor up to the second rope now. Double axe handle, just made it. Bit of a long distance there, but Balor now calling for his opponent to get up. Boom! Big dropkick lands right on the chest. And the Judgment Day in control in the early going here. Balor locked in now on Garza. Garza, however, able to counter out of it pretty quickly, pretty easily as well. Waistlock applied into a German suplex. And Angel Garza, just like that, gets the upper hand once again. Now sent into the corner. Tag made to JD McDonough. And McDonough, oh, big drop kick to a cornered Garza to start this off. To start his time in the ring off, I should say. And Garza now pulled back to his feet by McDonough. Sent into the corner. Tag made to Mysterio now. Oh, just a shot to the midsection there. Assist to JD McDonough, and the Judgment Day have made tag after tag in the early going, but Angel Garza has been in there just taking damage as Dominik Mysterio hits the three amigos. Garza now wanted to crawl away there, but Mysterio wanted the elbow. Able to get away, and now a big splash to Garza from the Mega Champion. Here's the cover. Santos Escobar is quick to come in and break that up. And Garza rolls outside the ring, now getting into it with JD McDonough. Mysterio with a stunner takes out Santos Escobar. Tag made to Finn Balor now. Balor, the legal man. JD McDonough laid out on the outside by Garza, but Balor now, oh! Here's the cover, and this could be a quick ending. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Santos Escobar gets back to his feet, and Garza has just been in there all match. Just trying to crawl away. There's the tag. Humberto Carrillo, now the legal man. Boom. And away we go now. Legado del Fantasma finally getting a tag, and things are going to get more competitive now, I think. Cover now by Humberto. He puts his feet on the ropes, but now we're able to get out. And now Finn Balor finding an opportunity. Balor Sends Carrillo into the corner. Mysterio. Oh! He accidentally hit Balor there. And that's going to give Berto the opportunity. Sit out power bomb to Finn Balor. And the tag is made now to the leader of Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, El Hijo del Fantasma, at one point in time. Main evented the 2018 Triple Mania 26 in this very arena. So Santos definitely has a share of history with AAA. Tag made now to Dominik. Balor looking a bit worse for wear, and JD McDonough with a cheap shot. Here's the cover by Mysterio. One. Just one. Escobar quickly able to kick out there. Mysterio now gonna stomp a mud hole, as Stone Cold Steve Austin might say, into the chest of Santos Escobar. And now, submission hold applied. Chin lock. Santos quick to get out of it. Mysterio steps away from the attempted lock up there. And now a spine buster. Sit out spine buster to Santos Escobar. Escobar looking for the hot tag. And Garza, once again the legal man. He has undoubtedly taken the most damage in this match for a member of either team. But now, powerbomb, no. Countered into a Hurricane Rana. Got him. Kick out at 0. Mysterio, smarter than that. He's not going to be defeated that quickly, that easily. Powerbomb here to Dominik. As the referee's count begins, both men on the outside. Mysterio sent down to the floor there. Referee's count at 4. 5. Garza now getting back in the ring, hoping perhaps for a count-out victory. There's 7, but Mysterio is going to be quick. Clothesline takes down the Mega Champion. And here's the cover. 1, just 1. Angel Garza in control here, but I think he's still got a lot of work to do. Double underhook. Oh! Right on his head, but McDonough is there to break it up at 0, so really not even much point in going for a cover there, but now he's going to take out McDonough. Mysterio back to his feet. Garza. Boom! Knees right to the face. Turns his attention momentarily there to Finn Balor. And what now? Angel Garza firmly in control. If this were a one-on-one match, he might have this thing won already, but now going after JD McDonough, you gotta get rid of the other men if you want to have a chance, because as we've seen, that interference, those breakups. McDonough still in the ring. This might lead to a disqualification, and it has! It has! The ref has just thrown out the match, ladies and gentlemen, because Angel Garza, or because JD McDonough would not get out of the ring. So a bit of an anticlimactic ending to tonight's 6-man tag, but regardless, so be it. We move on to our main event, and that is the final in the Rey de Reyes tournament, as Octagon Jr. battles Mr. Iguana. The winner going to take on Dominik Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship at WrestleMania. Well, it is a real shame that we saw that 6-man tag team match just now end on what is effectively a technicality, but I have just been informed that Santos Escobar will be taking on JD McDonough one-on-one tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. So we will have an answer, or somewhat of an answer, to this question of faction warfare, as we see if a member of Legado del Fantasma can beat a member of Judgment Day. But right now, we come to the main event. We come to the purpose, the entire purpose of this night. This is the final of the Rey de Reyes tournament. And the winner of this will go on to WrestleMania to battle Dominik Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship, a title that Dominik Mysterio has held since last autumn, I believe. It has been quite a reign for Mysterio, and anyone would want to have a chance at ending that reign because, and this may come as a shock to you, not many people like Dominik Mysterio. But, we'll see if it's going to be Octagon Jr. or Mr. Iguana with that opportunity here tonight. And while the favorite is most assuredly Octagon Jr., it cannot be understated that Mr. Iguana put on a heck of a performance in the semifinal. Nobody expected him to get this far, and everyone loves an underdog. This is undeniably the biggest match of this man's career. It is one that could propel him to a great deal of stardom, potentially. When the WWE acquired AAA last year, Mr. Iguana took the wrestling world by storm, but he's got Lieska. He has always been somewhat of a comic relief character, and, you know, we love him for that. But at the same time, this is his big chance. This is, you know, Kofi Kingston potentially getting the opportunity at WrestleMania 35. This is Daniel. This may even, in the context of AAA at least, it is akin to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. Maybe that's a bit of a lofty comparison, but you get my point. And if Iguana doesn't win this match here tonight, while the fans will be happy for Octagon Jr. to get that opportunity, there is still going to be a lot of disappointment that Iguana is not going to go one-on-one with Mysterio at WrestleMania, because just imagine it. What a big ticket match that would be. And Iguana has faced off against Mysterio before. A few weeks ago on Raw, he went one-on-one with the AAA Mega Champion, and Dominik cruised to a victory over him after attacking him from behind with the title belt. And yeah, it was kind of a squash match. So a lot of people will be rooting for Iguana to get that shot at revenge, massive revenge, in taking away the title from Mysterio. But right now it is all Octagon Jr. in the early going of this match, as we see a moonsault from off the ropes. Lucha Libre style in full force here tonight as AAA makes its debut on the ULTRASPORT Network. We hope you've enjoyed the show here tonight as we bring you the main event. Iguana's going to counter this. Kick to the leg, and now, I don't know what that was, a thumb to the eye perhaps. Look at this. Just maneuvering around his opponent. But now Octagon, with those strikes, sends Iguana down to the mat. And oh yeah, this is no holds barred. This is no disqualifications, no countouts, and that is a hockey stick. I don't know how much hockey they play here at the Arena Ciudad de Mexico, but somebody brought that and put it under the ring. And now a hockey stick has become part of the equation in this Rey de Reyes Final, and Iguana taking a lot of damage in the early going here. In fact, this may very well be a quick anticlimactic win for Octagon, who looks to be locked in on Mr. Iguana. Big splash takes him out, and now looking to put the finishing touch on this match. Lands the kick, and now the standing Spanish fly. Cover to Iguana. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Iguana survives. And if I sound a bit biased, that is because I am. I will try my best to be impartial, but everyone wants to see Iguana versus Mysterio. With all due respect to Octagon here. Another shot with the hockey stick as Iguana struggles back to his feet. Now off the ropes, able to counter. Able to counter! RKO! Cutter out of nowhere. Here's the cover to Octagon. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. But he has an opening. He has an opportunity. Into the ropes. And now face first. Cover again by Iguana to win the Rey de Reyes Tournament of 2026. Kick out at 2 still. But what is he looking for now? On the apron, Mr. Iguana is gonna fly. Hurricane Rana. And now the hockey stick coming into play once again. Iguana goes up to the top. And now the big splash. It is all Mr. Iguana at the moment. Thinking about what to do next, perhaps. His next move here. Octagon back on his feet. Spinning shot there by Iguana, and now a bit of extra damage. Gotta be careful. Oh, well, I was gonna say don't want to get disqualified, but then I remembered the rules of this match. I mean, there's a hockey stick in the middle of the ring. But now, the submission hold is gonna be applied. And will this force a tap out? Will Octagon Jr. submit to Mr. Iguana? Yes, he will! Mr. Iguana wins Rey de Reyes 2026, and he is headed to WrestleMania to take on Dominik Mysterio. What an ending to this night. And there you have it. There you see the graphic on screen. The AAA Mega Championship, El Megacampeonato. It will be Dominik Mysterio defending against Mr. Iguana at the end of the month in Las Vegas. We thank you for tuning in to Rey de Reyes here tonight. AAA has debuted on the ULTRASPORT Network. We hope you have enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw as the road to WrestleMania continues.